Kelly, have you ever wanted to ram your plunger into a cat in the hat?
I don't think about that.
Bog Panda.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Bog Panda. I am Dr. Mike, an official pagan on everything, and joining me, as always,
You say a lie like you mean it, it's still a lie. What's not a lie is I'm Kelly at KELLYTHUL on Twitter and Instagram. And if you get a chance, check our channel out, Bog Panda. We've got a variety of stuff on there, retro gaming stuff, music, lots of Alice Cooper, a little bit of Beasto Blanco coming your way as well. Occasionally we'll weigh in on the issues. Fortunately, not too often, but just a variety of things and a burgeoning library of shorts. So, and these aren't the attire, these are video shorts. So check it out. If you like it, subscribe and check out a few more of the videos, like the ones you like. Leave us a comment about the ones you don't like or do like to hear from you. And check out our merch if you get a chance. You can get to it from the website, our seldom edited Facebook page, or the links in the description as well.
and tonight we are back to talk about some Legends pinball, one of our favorite topics that I don't think we really touched on in a little bit. Because other than the National Owners Day stuff, there hasn't been any like big pinball announcements, but apparently there is something that's brewing. I saw some people posting about a Dr. Seuss themed pinball collection that's going to be coming to the AtGames family. So to me, this was interesting, not because I'm a particularly big Dr. Seuss fan, but just another IP based collection, and not from a particular developer, but similar to what they're doing with like the Taito collections and things like that. This is obviously something that would lend itself to that true video pinball feel of like animated characters jumping across the board and stuff. So I wanted to get your feedback, see what you thought about this, and then I have a follow-up question for you as well.
Which I may or may not entertain. So let's see what that follow-up question is. But I mean, I'm not sure there is a better IP out there than Dr. Seuss to associate with a video pinball environment, because just the very nature of the curves and the twists and the strange things that can kind of happen seem like just perfectly aligned to video pinball, that you could have like a lot of fun with that. I think Tim Burton related IP is probably also very welcoming to the video pinball type of thing, but I think Dr. Seuss is perfect. Really excited about it. I assume these will come out in packs that we can buy and add to. Mike's got a mini, I've got a Legends Ultimate. We both have cores. So there's a lot of different ways that we can do that. Mike, you continue to kind of, your primary pinball is on your mini
Yes.
with the screen rotated. And then I tend to use my Legends core and put it up on the projector, which is also a pretty fun way to play.
Absolutely. And you kind of already waded into where I was going to go next with this, which is, now that we're getting Dr. Seuss, obviously, we both are looking forward to more pinball packs in the future. What are some IPs that you think would lend themselves really well to a pinball collection?
Okay, what wouldn't is Charlie Brown, because particularly if they play like the Charlie Brown Christmas dirge, that would be a virtual pinball machine I would never play. So no Charlie Brown for me on that. I think obviously, and I think that there's probably some IP branded to it. Game of Thrones, Song of Ice and Fire World, huge. That would be really good. There is a pretty unknown series. I believe it's by Stephen Donaldson. There will be a correction on the bottom of the screen if I'm wrong here.
This guy.
Thomas Covenant series. Is a just an amazing kind of sci-fi related one. In that world, there's a lot of stuff going on in that world, tons of really good world building, comparable to like Tolkien or the Game of Thrones kind of stuff. But I could see Thomas Covenant, the Unbeliever kind of series would be be fun. A little, just a tad esoteric. Usually that's your turf, is to throw out the mildly esoteric, but I'll throw out Thomas Covenant on here, as the Thomas Covenant series is something interesting. And I would absolutely play a Shel Silverstein. So Shel Silverstein Stone Shell, where the sidewalk ends. That kind of stuff. I think his unique sense of drawing and humor could make a pretty fun video experience. So,
Very nice. There's a couple of ways that I would go with it. First, I would love to see some first-person shooters turn into some video pinball games, because we saw, recently with like Operation Wolf and things like that, and Space Invaders to a degree, how you can, use the ball to target enemies on the screen. And other video pinball games have done it, just not on the scale that we're seeing now with the AtGames family of products. You could easily see that being, bowling down Nazis for a Wolfenstein 3D themed table, or, the creatures from Doom, and, something Duke Nukem themed would be great. So I'd love to see those like great 90s first person shooters turned into pinball games or pinball packs. Beyond that, I want to see some of the Disney properties turned into some pinball tables. And I mean the newer Disney properties, like the Fox Disney properties, or maybe some of the Marvel stuff, some of the secondary Marvel stuff, like the lesser known characters. But I think we're going to see some interesting stuff, I think, from Disney coming, especially now, as they're fully embracing their Fox properties now, after the release of Prey this past weekend was the most watched premiere for Hulu, Fox, or Disney Plus. So it gave them their biggest opening ever for anything. And that was a Fox property, an R-rated movie. So I think you're going to see some really big changes in Disney stuff moving forward. They're already talking more Predator stuff. And of course, they have the Alien franchise now as well, which they're turning into a series on Hulu, as well as a movie that they're going to be releasing. So, and they gave Marvel the comic books for both Alien and Predator that they're developing for that. So I think you're going to see a lot more of those sort of properties being developed. So those would make good pinball tables.
Cool. Yeah, and it just occurred to me as you were talking, those all sound awesome, by the way. I would definitely go for that. Well, I can't believe I missed this one. An Amiga themed set would be great, where you could bring in like Speedball and it's going to elude me here. I can't believe I'm doing this. From the French. You played it in French.
Oh, Flashback.
Thank you. We'll do an edit there. Took me a while to get there, but Flashback. It's like several hours later. We'll do the kind of SpongeBob thing. But Flashback would be kind of cool. Speedball, Lemmings, all kind of good.
If you're doing Flashback, you have to do Another World.
Yep, both of those would be great. The whole Cinemaware canon of It Came from the Desert, Rocket Ranger. These would all be pretty cool. I mean, Amiga Pack would actually be kind of crossing the streams on multiple levels. Amiga to pinball to AtGames, so be fun.
And if you're doing Amiga, that opens up the door to C64, which opens up the door to a Kelly punching you in the face like Chuck Eric pinball.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Imagine little Chuck Eric runs out and you shoot the ball at him. Kelly's hands are the flippers.
I wouldn't do such
an angry light up.
He might need a doctor, and you would stand up and say, "Hey, let me help because I'm a doctor," and he'd die because you're not a doctor.
Well, that's all I have for tonight, sir. You?
I'm good. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.